This is the Team Blaney Podcast.
Okay, Steve, let's welcome Leah Blaney Reeves back to the Team Blaney Podcast. First and foremost, Leah is the Director of Marketing and Programs for the Ryan Blaney Family Foundation. She's also the daughter of National Sprint Car Hall of Famer Dale Blaney, who picked up a win this past weekend at Sharon Speedway. Leah, welcome back to the show.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. I always love joining you.
Yeah, so we have Leah on. I think you've been on every year that we've had the podcast, last 4 years. And you like to come on and kind of catch us up on the happenings of the Ryan Blaney Family Foundation. Just before we started recording, I mentioned the fact that you guys have been super busy in 2024, coming off of Ryan's championship year, and tons of events. I want to maybe recap a couple of those events with you and then look forward to what's happening in the rest of 2024. So one of the big things you guys did this year, and it was a change from the last couple of years, you switched from golf to pickleball, and you had the Pickle for a Purpose pickleball tournament and event, and there's a little concert there, tons of stuff. I know we had some listeners of the show show up and enjoy that event. So talk about everything that happened with pickleball and how did things go at that fundraiser?
Yeah, Pickle for a Purpose was awesome. We were kind of nervous. We didn't really know what to expect going from Topgolf to pickleball. You know, we're not pickleball aficionados, but now I think we just might be. So it was a really fun event. I think it was a way for people to kind of feel more connected during the night. You know, we all got to rally around and watch the teams compete and cheer them on. And so it was just a really exciting night, and especially to try something new. So very successful. We raised over $120,000 with that. So a lot of good is going to be able to be done with that. Thank you to everyone who bought a ticket, purchased a banner, bought a silent auction item. It was a really fun night, and it makes our hearts feel really good knowing that we're going to be able to put those funds to really good use.
Now, one of the other cool events that you guys put on this year that I was really jealous of, I wasn't able to get the time off to get up there, and that's you held an event at the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame on a World of Outlaws weekend at Knoxville. And again, we had some folks that follow us attend that event as well. Can you talk about that and everything that happened there? And it also kind of happened on a really cool weekend for Ryan as it coincided with the race at Iowa.
I mean, that weekend as a whole was just, what an experience. That was really cool. Once in a lifetime type of deal. Iowa has a lot of memories, especially Knoxville. You know, there's a lot of good memories that have happened there for the Blaney family. Dave won the Knoxville Nationals there. Dad has run there a bunch of times. Ryan's mom, Lisa, is from right around there, a town outside of Knoxville. So they just have a lot of heartfelt ties to Iowa. So it was exciting to be able to get to the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame, where Dave, Dale, and Lou are all members. And we just threw a little kind of dinner party where people got to come eat dinner with us, hang out. They got autographs from Dave, Dale, and Ryan, got to chit chat with them. And then we watched the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars race that night. So it was really just kind of a low key, intimate event that was kind of special. You know, you don't always get a chance to just pal around and watch sprint cars with three really cool guys. So it was a fun event. We raised some good money there for the Alzheimer's Association in Des Moines. So that was exciting. We gave them a $10,000 check. And then the next day, what a win from Ryan with all of his Iowa family there. My dad got to be there. It was just such a special day. I unfortunately flew home, but that always happens to me. I leave this race early and he wins. So I'm just going to keep rolling with it, you know? But it was a really exciting and special weekend. So that was super cool.
We kind of joked that we need to get your dad to more races because he was at the race at Martinsville last year when you guys had like the Blaney Bunch kind of meetup deal. Yeah. And Ryan wins that race. He goes to this race at Iowa. Ryan wins that race. Now he may have been to some others in between that I don't know about, but I've mentioned that between your dad, and then I've also kind of noticed So the Ryan Blaney Family Foundation brings a tent to a lot. They've been doing it. You guys have been doing it more and more to races throughout the year. And I've also noticed that like anytime the tent's there, it seems to coincide with like Ryan running really well on the track. And the last time you guys were at an event was Indianapolis, and Steve was there. Steve and Kate and some of our other friends were on hand for that. And Ryan comes this close to winning the Brickyard 400 too. But it was another big weekend for you guys, and lots of purple shirts. I think I saw kind of roaming the crowd.
Yeah, that was amazing. I mean, I think we did maybe like 2 more restocks online for t-shirts. So it was awesome. I mean, to have that support from Indianapolis, and then to have the support from all the people who purchased the ticket package and then wanted to buy them, and Flag and Anthem graciously donating them and putting more online so people could buy them. I mean, that's huge. So that was really exciting. And like you said, wherever Patty in the booth goes, Ryan seems to do well. So between Dad and Patty, we just got to send them everywhere.
And Steve, you kind of got to experience that weekend in Indianapolis and probably hung around the booth a little bit, chatted with Patty, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's some good stuff from Patty. We were talking about some things with you guys are kind of shifting some things and starting to work more with caregivers too, that she was mentioning. You guys are doing something with that now too?
Yeah. So with all the funds that we've raised this year, we are doing some really exciting things. We partnered with Hilarity for Charity, which is Seth Rogen's organization, and they focus on Alzheimer's. And we got to sponsor 5 respite care grants for caregivers. So we sponsored those, and people can go on and apply to get a caregiver grant. And you can do, I think there's 2 different types, but we sponsored one for 50 hours of professional in-home care. So the caregiver is at home taking care of their loved one with Alzheimer's or dementia. They need a break. They're so not always underappreciated, but they don't always get the care for themselves that they need, the time to recharge and reset and go to doctor's appointments. So we're excited that we're able to sponsor some grants for caregivers to hopefully give them the chance to relax, to reset, to go do what they need to do, get a haircut, get a massage, whatever they want. I just know that it's a hard job, and we don't want them to feel unseen. So we're excited to do that. We have also partnered with the Love Your Brain Foundation, and we are sponsoring 5 in-person retreats for caregivers to go to. So they focus more on traumatic brain injuries, concussions, which we all know is very prevalent, especially in the we're in. But we are able to sponsor 5 caregivers to go to these in-person retreats and learn how to help their patients or loved ones cope, and how to help themselves cope with like yoga, meditation, all kinds of really cool things. So we've seen, especially in our family, we've seen caregivers, we've seen what they have to deal with, what they're putting up with in and day out. It's a really hard, never-ending job, and we're just hoping that maybe we can relieve some of their stress and give them a little love and show them that they're not alone and they're cared for, and just help them get some help.
Now, we mentioned the pickleball event, which is one of your kind of biggest events of the year. And then one of your next biggest events of the year is coming up this next month in August. And that's going to be the annual Lou Blaney Memorial race at the home track at Sharon Speedway in Hartford, Ohio. There's a lot happening that weekend. And from what we understand, kind of the releases that were put out earlier this year, the champ, Ryan Blaney, is going to be on hand at some point throughout the weekend. But there's so much to talk about between a give back event that you're having, the race itself, and then events that are happening throughout the race night. So it might take you a little while, but can you kind of give us a tour of what is going to be happening the weekend of the Lou Blaney Memorial at Sharon Speedway?
Yeah, it's going to be a really special weekend this year. Kicking it off Friday night around 4:00 at Sharon Speedway, we are doing a community give back day. So we have partnered with a disaster relief organization called Spokes of Hope. They actually are originally from the area, but now they're in South Carolina. And we are going to be able to serve roughly 800 families with household items, paper products, cleaning supplies, personal care items, just a lot of really cool a lot of important things that people need on a regular basis, and times are tough right now. We know it. So we're excited to really give back to our community because they've always been so supportive of us, the entire Blaney family. I mean, from Papa to Ryan, they have supported us for so many years. So we're really excited. People will be able to just come through the main entrance, leave through the pit entrance. They'll never leave their car. They'll just pop the trunks and we will pack it full of things for them to take home. So we're really, really excited about that. I'm pretty sure Dave and Dale will be on hand as long as nothing goes awry, but they should be there helping pack some cars. So we're excited to have the whole family and some other volunteers be a part of it. I think that's going to be a really, really special night to just show our community how much they mean to us and try to help them in any way we can. So that'll kick off the weekend.
So that was Friday, August 16th, 4 p.m. You've reached out to lots of people in Trumbull County, but there's also the whole kind of Shenango Valley area and everywhere else in Northeast Ohio there. So if you know a family that might, could benefit from something like that, like you said, you're looking to serve up to 800 families, and all they have to do is go to Sharon Speedway in Hartford, Ohio, and it's a drive-through service essentially. Maybe like you said, wave at Dave or Dale as they're packing some cars on the way through. So that's the first thing on the Memorial weekend. So what else you got?
Yes. So then Saturday, we have lots of things happening. I can't believe this is going to be the 16th year of this race. It doesn't even seem like it's possible that much time has gone by. But we will have a raffle auction with a bunch of gift baskets. So we will have that again this year. We will have our silent auction again, which we're excited for. We've got a couple replica helmets that are going to be in the auction, some gloves from Ryan, Dave and Dale, a really cool wine bottle that is signed by Ryan's entire 12 team, and it has a picture of the championship trophy on there. So that's one of a kind item. Like there's not another one out there. So that's pretty cool. So we have a lot of good things that are going to be in there this year. And then we just released on social media today that people can once again purchase a spot on Dave or Dale's front wing of their sprint car.
Got it right here. Got mine from last year. Yep.
So if
cool.
you want to purchase a name in honor of someone, a loved one, or just put your name on there, all the money that we raise the night of the Lou Blaney Memorial goes to a couple different Walk to End Alzheimer's. We always sponsor the one back home, the Mahoning Valley one, and then we also sponsor one down here in North Carolina. So that's where all that money goes, is to the Alzheimer's Association. So if you want to purchase a name or a spot on their wing, then you can put a name on there and we'll send you a signed photo with it. So we're doing that again. And then like you mentioned, Ryan is supposed to be there as long as his schedule allows. He should come sometime in the evening. So unfortunately, with his schedule, we don't get to do, an autograph session or anything like that. We would love to, but just the time restrictions and the time we have him just won't allow it. So one thing that we're doing to kind of help draw people in is we are going to be bringing Ryan's championship trophy to the racetrack. So we're excited to show that to everybody. I mean, I don't even know if I've seen it in person yet, but what a cool thing to be able to see it, bring it to our community, let the hometown hero kind of show it off. So we're really excited for that. We're going to ask people if they want to get a photo with it. You can make a donation of $5 to the Alzheimer's Association, and then you can get your picture with it. So we're really excited to kind of show that off and, brag on him a little bit. We're proud of him, and we just hope that people are kind of excited to see it. So that'll be another really neat thing we're going to do.
You mentioned the time constraints for Ryan. So if people haven't figured out the way the dates are working here, this is the weekend of the Michigan race.
Yes.
So Steve, are you going to do the double this year? You're going to get to Sharon and get to the track as well?
We're going to do it all. We may not sleep, somewhere in between, maybe. I don't know. Just keep driving right afterward. Get right to Michigan.
Oh, I was going to say, what time does the race start on Sunday? Do you know?
It's usually 2:30, but it's not too bad. It's only about 4 hours roughly drive from here to there.
was gonna say, I thought it was about 4, so you can sneak in a couple hours of sleep, right?
Yeah, we'll get to the parking lot and then sleep in the parking lot.
Been there before, you know?
So again, give back days on Friday, and then
Yeah.
Saturday's the big day of the race. So 16th annual Lou Blaney Memorial. That's really cool. I was at several of the first ones when I still lived up in Ohio, and I think I did get back for the 10th, and I can't believe it's been that long now because I feel like it wasn't that long ago that I was there for that one. So that's really cool. And Dave and Dale should both be racing in the event. I know. I mean, they both just raced at Sharon. We considered that maybe a tune-up this past weekend. And again, your dad picked up the win there. So lots of fans. There's lots of reasons for Blaney fans to be there that weekend.
Absolutely. It's going to be a family-filled weekend, so we'd love to share the weekend with all the fans. And yes, Dad and Dave will be racing. Hopefully it'll be another great show. You know, if one of them can pick it up, then hey, we're happy. So it's going to be a really, really great weekend, raising lots of money for a great cause. You know, Alzheimer's affects a lot of people, and it just continues to grow. So we're really hoping that we can just do what we can to make a difference.
What's the future look like for the tent the rest of the year? Those fans, excuse me, who like to come visit the tent. Are there any more places that's going to show up as the year goes on?
Yes, there are. Off the top of my head, of course, I can't remember. I believe we might be at Richmond.
Watkins Glen usually is a place. It was last year at least.
Yeah, I can't remember. Of course, I'm blanking and I didn't write it out. But
Sorry.
we will be at some other races throughout the year, and we will be posting them on our social media and on our website. So RB Fam Foundation for Twitter, Instagram, Facebook is Ryan Blaney Family Foundation, and our website is rbff10.org.
So after the Lou Blaney Memorial events kind of wrap up, what's on the horizon for the foundation? You mentioned the walks to end Alzheimer's, which I think are usually around October. Anything else planned in the works, or should everyone just kind of, like you said, stay tuned to your social media channels?
Yeah, so we're the start finish line sponsor at the Cabarrus County Walk down here. So we're really excited about that. I think it just ties in perfectly. So we're excited to be a part of that walk this year. It's kind of smaller, but they're making a big difference. So we're looking forward to being a part of that. That's in September. I think the Shenango Mahoning Valley Walk is in September or October. I can't remember the exact date, but they are always in the fall. So there's many ways to get involved for the walks. If you go to their website, I think it's alz.org, you can always find a walk near you. So they happen all across the country. You can make your own team, you can join a team, you can just donate. So there's lots of ways to get involved there. And then I think mostly it'll just be working on raising funds for our caregivers. We're going to do some special things in November for the caregivers. It's National Family Caregivers Month. So we're going to work hard to make some caregivers feel loved then. Christmas time always brings the Christmas gift drive. So we're excited for that again. And I don't know, we did a senior prom in April, and we might have to start planning one of those again. So not so much big events happening for the rest of the year, but lots of little things that we're going to be doing, different ways to stay involved and helping out the community.
Well, Leah, thank you for once again coming on to the Team Blaney podcast, giving us that update of all the great things that are happening with the Ryan Blaney Family Foundation. And we definitely encourage all of our followers and listeners to follow you guys on all your social media accounts and support everything that you have going on throughout the year. So thank you, and good luck to the foundation the rest of 2024.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you soon.
Well, thanks everybody for coming. I hope you enjoyed it.